First of all, I would like to greet to Your Excellency and greetings to the judges, teachers, students, and all attendees. My name is Somchan Narayan and I come from class FY15 of International University and is currently majoring in medicine. Now, throughout our daily lives, it's nearly impossible for us to go through our days without noticing any signs of any illnesses when we get sick. For example, when we have a cold or a fever, that's when our body temperatures rise up. Now, this is an indicator showing that our body is heating up so that it can kill any bacteria that could potentially cause the fever to start from the first place. But how exactly were we able to detect or get any of these informations from the conditions of our body? Surely it is our systems that alerts us when we get sick. So for my speech this morning, I will be explaining more about the systems in the human body. Now, first of all, the human body is composed of many parts, and these many parts have their own specific functions. Although scientists have divided these parts into systems to better understand how our systems interact with each other when it comes down to cooperations. Now, accordingly, there are 11 systems inside of our body, and I had already mentioned 3 to the judges last week, which involves the heart, lungs, and the brain. Now, of course, the responsibility of these systems are to assist in the functionalities of your body, such as keeping your body awake, digestions, defecations, and of course, again, to alert us when we get sick. As we know, when the individual body gets sick, their physical potential tends to slow down. Of course, making them do less activities and pulling them back from doing any more physical labor. And it is up to our systems to send out these indications throughout our entire body so that we can get an indication that we are actually ill and should get it medically treated. Now, a lot of us here understand that our systems work individually in their individual roles. But the big question is, do each of our systems work independently? Yes? Well, the answer is no. Our systems work independently with each other so that they can help assist, again, with the functionalities of our body. Yes, each system still proceed in their own individual roles, and each of these individual roles still contribute different outcomes and different impacts on our bodies. But this is why most of us are confused about this, because we believe that individually leads to independently, but it is not correct. To be able to prove to you about this evidence, I will give an example about group projects. So I assume that all of us here, students, have participated in a lot of group projects, and we know that everyone in the group have to participate and work with each other so that they can complete the task inside of the group. Except every member have their own distribution to the group work, which means that every member have their own individual roles when it comes down to researching, analyzing, making slides, or giving suggestions. We can understand through this example that every individual member thrives by themselves with each individual roles that they are assigned with. Same for our systems. Our systems proceed in their own individual roles, whether it's digesting or sending out neurological signals, but they still work dependently with each other so that they can help maintain the functions inside of our body. Now, I will give a short explanations on the 3 systems that can help you understand more about why our systems are working dependently with each other, but still individually. So here I have 3 systems to show us. Firstly, we have the digestive systems. As we can see, the major role of the digestive system is to absorb, eliminate, and digest our consumptions, turning them into nutrients so that it can be supplied into our entire body. Now we have the skeletal system. Now the skeletal system depends on the nutrition from the digestive system so that it can build a strong skeletal structure and also to help assist with bone reconstructions as well. Next, we have the muscular system. Now, the muscular system depends on the skeletal system and the nutrition from the digestive system so that it can build a strong muscular strength, of course, to help assist with physical endurance, physical strength, and physical flexibility. There are more examples when it comes down to proving that each systems do work independently, but still in their individual roles. But the main point that I want all of us here to take note of is that when we get sick, we can't just assume that one part of our system is failing. We have to keep in mind that the system that we think needed to be medically treated might actually not be the one. It can actually be the systems that cooperates with it. And the reason that I want us to take note about this is because, you see, when we have the wrong speculation, it leads to inaccurate diagnosis. Inaccurate diagnosis leads to invalid treatment. And I'm not just talking from a patient's point of view. I am directing this message to us medical doctors or any individuals who work in the medical field to have a better understanding on the functionalities of our patient's body so that we do not mistakenly diagnose our patients with the wrong treatment. Now, before I wrap up my speech, I would like to encourage our audience to pay more attention and have a clear understanding of the functionalities of our body because it helps us more to give symptoms to the doctors, also to help us doctors to diagnose our patients with the correct treatment as well. I thank you for your attention and my speech has come to an end. Thank you.